Intended target was for him to stop that threat as it was progressing.
Well, this is something to see right here. Some new video tonight shows the chaos and terror on the streets of Waterbury last month. Now, what you just saw right there led to a police officer accidentally shooting a fellow officer. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Matthew Campbell is live right now with more on the video and what experts see in this footage tonight. Matthew?
Yeah, Mark, you know, you're going to see two separate incidents merge into one, and on their own, both were potentially deadly, yet Waterbury officers were forced to deal with them simultaneously.
The video released today by the Litchfield State's Attorney's Office shows what happened on the afternoon of December 8th. Police were looking for Robert Harrison, a suspect in an armed kidnapping. Here you see a person in black walking up Marley Place. Seconds later, three cruisers converge. Police get out and attempt to make an arrest. Seconds later, you can see two dark-colored SUVs pull out of a driveway at the top of the street. The first one really doesn't slow down and just charges down, weaving through the cruisers, forcing officers to jump out of the way. The driver slams into a parked car and then takes off down Wolcott Street. Officers are then met with another SUV that tries the same maneuvers. This driver slams into a parked van. Officers are positioned triangularly here, but the driver reverses and gets away as a cruiser that may not have been put into park rolls away, clearing the way for the driver. Tragically, during the chaos, Waterbury officer Charles Moriello was shot in the chest area. His vest saved his life, and he was released from the hospital that same night.
There's many reasons why an accident like this can happen with all that confusion taking place.
Former State Police Lieutenant J. Paul Vance is our law enforcement analyst, and he puts us into the shoes of the officers.
The officers want to protect the suspect also. And that's something that we don't give any credence to when you think about the whole situation. And then adding into that confusion, stolen vehicles, which I believe they ended up being stolen vehicles, trying to flee the scene, thinking that's the reason the police are there, when in fact, the police weren't there for the stolen vehicles initially. They were there for the suspect.
The video continues on to show officers tending to Officer Moriello and rushing him to St. Mary's.
Training does include making sure there's no friendly fire, there's no crossfire, that we're not shooting into a group with innocent civilians. All that is part of law enforcement deadly force weapon training. But certainly it doesn't always happen the way you want it to.
Now, police did take 4 people into custody that day. The investigation into that friendly fire incident continues. Live here at the Digital Desk, Matthew Campbell, Channel 13 News.